Greetings and salutations, my friends. My name is Travis, aka Dad, and welcome to Dad Does Tech. I'm just an ordinary dad who loves tech and camera stuff, and my goal is to make your life simple by helping you find the right gear and get the most out of it. And today we are looking at the MPOW M30 True Wireless Earbuds, and we're going to be finding out if, in 2020, these are a good buy and of good value with a million different options to choose from. Let's make it simple. With thousands of reviews on Amazon, the MPOW M30 are quickly becoming one of MPOW's best-selling earbuds, and they come at a pretty affordable price. At the time of making this video, the average price range for these earbuds ranges between $30 and $40, but depending on any random day or time of the week, sometimes there's coupons that'll allow you to lower these prices even further. When it comes to design, both the earbuds and the case seem to have resemblance of the Samsung Galaxy Buds. So if you're a fan of the pill-shaped case from the Galaxy Buds or the style of the earbuds themselves, this could be a great budget, affordable option for you. The earbuds are IPX8 waterproof, so that means that water poses absolutely no threat to your listening experience. So whether it's in the pool or in the shower or sweat from exercising, you can say, "Get out of here, water, I'm jamming." The packaging is pretty basic. It comes with a short USB Type-C cable for fast charging, which is nice. It also comes with 3 different sets of earbud tips, a small, medium, and a large for you to try and find the best fit, and a couple sets of different sized wing tips for different ears. And there's a short instruction manual that'll give you some of the basics about how the buttons work and what your earbuds can do. The small pill-shaped case is very compact and will fit into almost any pocket, and that's a big deal for me. I would prefer earbuds that sounded pretty good and a super compact case that I could keep with me at all times over earbuds that sound amazing, but you give me a case the size of a brick. On the case, there is one small light indicator that will turn blue when you drop your earbuds into the case and close the lid. And this works fine, but I do prefer the cases with the multiple LEDs because it gives you just a little bit more information, such as when the buds are charging, left or right, or even how much battery the case has. One of the most annoying things that can happen with true wireless earbuds is the case often is the way that the earbuds get turned off. And so if the earbuds aren't seated correctly in the case, then the audio is still being sent to your earbuds, and you'll get a phone call or something, and then you'll find out that the audio is going to your earbuds, and you're like, why isn't this coming out of my phone? Well, I'm happy to say that that hasn't really been an issue for me on this case because the magnets in this thing are so strong. When you drop the earbuds down, they just pop right in there, and they ain't going nowhere. On the flip side, because these magnets are so strong, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to pry the earbuds out of the case itself. On top of that, there's a small lip on the front of the case that you use your thumb to press up on to open the case, but because the magnets are so strong, sometimes it's a little bit slippery and difficult to get the lid open. Now, I'm not saying all of that's a huge deal. I'm actually in favor of stronger magnets. I would rather have stronger magnets so that my earbuds don't ever fall out of the case and get lost. But it does mean if you're eating cheese fries or something, you may have to put the cheese fries down and use a second hand because if your fingers are greasy or if you just got out of the pool, it's going to be a little bit difficult to open with one hand. Man, now I want cheese fries. This video is brought to you in part by cheese fries. No, that's not really. No. The MPOW M30 don't have any buttons on them. They are fully touch control. The touch pads are inside of the small circles on the outside of the earbuds. The nice thing about these earbuds is that they include all of the touch controls you'll likely want on your earbuds, and that includes summoning your smart assistant, play, pause, skipping tracks, and volume control. Thank you, volume control. I like to have my phone away from me when I'm listening to my music. I don't want to have to pull it out of my pocket, and it's really nice to be able to use the volume controls on the earbuds to change the volume when I need to. And the volume controls on these earbuds are super simple. If you want to lower the volume, you just press and hold on the left earbud for a few seconds. And if you want to raise the volume, you just press and hold on the right earbud for a few seconds. The only issue with that setup is that if you're someone who likes to wear them one at a time, you'll only have the volume controls for whichever one is in your ear, meaning you'll only be able to either raise the volume or lower it. Speaking of listening with one ear, you'll probably find it good to know that you can listen to these earbuds in mono or twin mode, meaning you can listen to one at a time or both, or hot swap them back and forth by just dropping one in the case and picking out the other. Now, one of the things I always make sure I cover when I talk about true wireless earbuds is video performance and latency. And in my experiences, there was just a hair of latency in YouTube, just a hair. It was so minimal though that you barely notice it and it's not distracting at all. So I don't think it's a reason to dismiss these earbuds or anything like that. And then when I used it in Netflix, Disney Plus, and Hulu, all three of those performed with zero latency at all, which was fantastic. However, if you're going to use these earbuds for gaming, whether that be mobile gaming or otherwise, unfortunately there was plenty of latency there, and in my opinion it was too distracting to be able to recommend them for that use. It's time to get into one of the most important questions, and that is, how do they sound? Are they any good for this price range? And the answer is, holy cow, yeah. If you're looking for an earbud that has a lot of bass in it, this is pretty good. It says Bass Plus on the box, and I'm not really sure what that means, but it's definitely got some pretty thick and punchy bass. However, I will say it's not overwhelming. I don't ever feel like that the sound isn't unbalanced. It's a pretty balanced sound overall. I will say that the mids kind of feel a little bit muddier than some of the other earbuds I've tried, but overall it has an extremely pleasant sound right out of the box. And since these earbuds don't come with anything like a mobile app or any way to EQ them, it's really important that these earbuds sound good right out of the gate. One of the things I often find myself asking for on budget earbuds is more volume. Most of the earbuds I try end up being 2 or 3 notches just a little bit short of what my preference would be for max volume. Now that's not to say that I would always be listening in that volume range. However, I would like to be able to raise the volume if I was in a louder environment. Fortunately, that is not the case with these earbuds. These earbuds get plenty loud and with minimal distortion even in the higher volumes. And if you find yourself listening to these earbuds and you don't think they're very loud, then you either have a different pair than I do, or a defective one, or you need to get your hearing checked, because I think they're pretty darn loud. The battery life for these earbuds is a respectable 5 hours for the buds themselves and 20 hours on the case, for a total of 25 hours in between each charge. And in my opinion, that's kind of the minimum acceptable standards here in 2020 for what you should get when you're buying true wireless earbuds. If you're getting less than that, then you probably should upgrade maybe to something like this. If you find yourself saying that 25 hours of battery is not enough, you're like, I need more juice, I need more listening time, I want it now. Guess what? There's good news. The MPOW M30 have a big brother called the MPOW M30 Plus that comes with a whopping 100 hours of listening time. That's freaking nuts. So you can get 100 hours of listening time, and it's got a port so you can actually use it as a USB portable power bank for charging things like your phone. Even better is the MPOW M30 Plus are only about $10 more than the MPOW M30 themselves. However, these extra listening hours does come with one caveat, and that is the case itself is exponentially larger, making it far less pocketable than the MPOW M30. So it's just a fair trade, I would say. If you're wanting more juice and more listening time and you don't want to charge your earbuds as often, then the MPOW M30 Plus could be a good option. But if you're looking for something that you can carry in your pocket more easily, then the MPOW M30 regular version are probably the way to go. Either way, I'll have both of those versions linked down in the description below so you can check them out and see which one's best for you. Now it's time to talk about the microphones on these earbuds and find out whether or not they're any good for phone calls. Let's take a listen to the microphones and see how they sound.
This is a test of the microphones on the MPOW M30, recorded through a voice recorder app that does a good job of simulating phone call quality on my Google Pixel 4. This is in a quiet environment, so you should be able to hear me fairly clearly. What do you think? This is a microphone test of the MPOW M30. You are now hearing it with some simulated background noise if you were in a loud coffee shop and if there were other things going on. This is what it would sound like if you were on these earbuds trying to make a phone call. Hopefully you can still hear me and it's fairly clear. What do you think?
After listening to the microphone test, I would classify the MPOW M30 microphones to be below average when it comes to comparing the microphones. However, in my personal experience, the quality of the microphone sound that we just heard in the recordings does not mirror my own personal experience. When I take a phone call or make a phone call on these earbuds, I've yet to get more than a few minutes into a phone call before having the person on the other end tell me that I am breaking up and they are having trouble hearing what I'm saying. After about 4 to 5 words, the sentences would just kind of trail off and cut out and make almost a low humming distortion-y sound. And then the voice would kind of come back in and then fade back out, and no one was ever getting the full gist of what it was I was trying to say. And ultimately, it was a situation where I would always have to put the earbuds right back into the case and connect back to my phone to take the phone call. In fact, I was so surprised about the call quality that I thought there was no way that these earbuds could be so great on so many levels that they could sound this way on phone calls that I ordered a second set to compare them. And when I got the second set, the situation was exactly the same. I got the same results on 2 different sets. And because of this, I can't recommend these earbuds for anybody trying to use them for phone calls for any reason. However, if you're using them for anything else, literally anything else, I can 100% highly recommend them, even now in 2020 for just over $30 or just under $30 whenever you're buying them. They look good. They've got a highly pocketable case. They're IPX8 waterproof, so they're great for working out with their wingtips. They've got a great fit. I think you're going to be really, really happy with the way they sound right out of the box. The only issue I had was with the microphone, so if that's not a big deal to you, then you'll probably be super satisfied with these earbuds. And who knows, maybe you'll get a pair that actually work better than mine did. And that's going to do it. So if you like this video, found it helpful or mildly entertaining, please go ahead and smash that like button and hit subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Over earbuds that sounded amazing, and they gave me a case that sounded... Cases don't sound like anything. And volume control is a big one because in a lot of budget earbuds, they seem to skip the budget. The battery life on the battery life on MPOW M30s. Oh man.